What's up, guys? It's Evan. I have guests again. It's Chuck and Josh.
Hello.
Hola.
We're free for all.
Me llamo Josh.
Holy shit, Game of Thrones.
Dude.
Ay Dios mío.
No, we're done.
I mean.
No, we're not doing that anymore. We
That
need
was
Trey
well
here to
played,
speak
though.
Spanish.
Hello.
That's fair.
My God. Top 3 episode of all time?
Man, it's so hard. It literally is hard right now. But when you get to
Voice the men were right.
when you get to the end of Game of Thrones, I think we're gonna actually have to do the top 5 list for that.
It's going to be very difficult to figure out. But, I mean, right now, this has to be up there.
Because
This Battle of the Bastards in Hardhome?
and the finale from last year was also badass.
The attack on the wall.
Yeah, those are probably my top 5 right now. But there's so many. Blackwater.
Blackwater. That's eliminating.
Red Wedding.
Well, my plan is
Dude.
within the next, couple weeks to go back and start from episode 1 all over.
Is that
again.
before or
I've
after
never-
you watch Billions?
It's going to have to be after. I'm committed. But I've never watched, a season more than once. I've never gone back and, rewatched single episodes or anything.
Just
so.
to impress upon people who are watching this is how high of a regard that we have for this episode. If we're putting it up there with the Red Wedding and Hardhome, you know how important this fucking episode is.
Because the whole episode, we'll get the last 20 minutes is what caused this craziness. But the whole episode was great.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
solid throughout. I mean,
It was the shortest episode in Game of Thrones history, which is still 50 minutes. But it didn't feel short at all. But it was just one thing after
there
another.
was so much that was happening. Just
Bronn's
from-
back.
Yes.
in a big way.
Yeah, we open up with Bronn
The
and
hero.
Jaime.
Yeah.
Bronn is really just kind of being a greedy dude, wanting his money. But
He's a
owed.
mercenary.
He doesn't want his money. He got his money. He
He
wants
wants
his castle.
It's fair.
Which, to be fair,
I'll
everybody
take that
needs
one.
their castle.
His little High Garden. His little sack of gold not really gonna get in the castle that he
I
wants.
mean, he is, of Blackwater, right? So he should get something.
He can't figure out why Jaime's in a bad mood. I think we can all assume that's because he knows Atlanta Tyrell poisoned his child,
Yeah.
his incest baby.
Yeah, I thought for a while that he was actually not going to have a chance to potentially tell Cersei either. By the end of this
Yeah, that's
episode.
fair. Cersei's just chilling back home, not doing a whole lot except for being getting passive aggressive threats from the Iron Bank.
However, she did shoot her mouth off a little too early in telling them that she's going to pay them all in one sum.
Yeah, I don't know if the Lannisters are always going
Ooh.
to pay their debts this time.
Yeah, I think that's going to have big implications.
What if the Iron Bank's the one that killed Cersei?
That's an interesting thought.
I mean,
They'd
their
have to do
resources
it-
are vast.
It would have to be done in a really fucking cool way for them.
Otherwise,
to,
I'd be kind of pissed.
That's what I'm saying, right? For them to make up for the fact that it's not one of the characters that we so badly want to see actually kill Cersei.
The
for
man
it to
of-
be the bank.
No one. It'd be
Like
the man
Wall
of
Street puts a hit out on her and it actually works.
It could be Jack and Hygar, the man of many faces. You got to remember the bank
Oh, yeah.
is the
I was
Iron Bank,
thinking-
and it's from Bravos, which
Bravos,
is
yeah.
right next to the. If you want to kill someone, who do you hire? Jack
No
and
one.
Hygar
No
slash Noah.
I was thinking halfway through this episode with all the Arya stuff as well. It was I mean, the more she becomes prominent again, she didn't leave on good terms with them. They tried to kill her, and she just kind of got away on her own, right? I mean, I think they could still be coming after her.
She was kind of badass enough for
That
Jaqen
was
to be
amazing.
okay,
What
we'll let her
happened?
leave.
A fly
Okay, I
walked
was
across the
sorry,
the
folks.
lens.
The blackout that just happened was a fly.
That's incredible.
It's a very clean studio
Yeah.
garage.
Shut up.
Fourth wall breaking.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Arya.
Back home, back to Winterfell.
So
Almost all the Starks are back, except for Robb. He ain't coming back.
it's so weird
No.
though because we got the super emotional reunion when Jon and Sansa saw each other last year, but this year every Stark reunion has been so stilted in a way. Even Arya and Sansa they were
That's
talking.
because Sansa, a lot of people hate Sansa,
I know.
including her
Well,
family.
Arya
Last
and-
time they saw
and
her.
Sansa hated each other when
Yeah.
they left.
I mean, last time wasn't that when Sansa was yelling at Arya that she's ruining everything in season 1
Yeah.
when she was trying to hit on
Yeah.
Joffrey the whole time? Yeah, I get that, but
And plus,
man,
Bran is also kind of like this Robert Smith emo hot topic
he's a
douchebag
fucking
now.
hippie.
It's weird. I like his character. It was just such a hard turn because he wasn't like this when he left the cave, and I get that it changes over time. But even at the wall in episode 1 this year, when he's on his way to Winterfell, he wasn't like, "Hi, I'm the three-eyed raven. I have no emotions.
I see stuff.
Have this.
And then he got to
dagger.
Winterfell, and he's just like, "What's up?"
Thank
It's
you for
weird.
Thank you
Yeah.
for this dagger.
What is Littlefinger
Let
up
me give it
to?
my
Take this
sister.
dagger.
Seriously, what's Littlefinger up to?
I think we all know. He wants to put a baby in Sansa or Arya. Either one.
I think he's got a secret in game. I think that something major is going to happen with Littlefinger. Like, he's just too much like in the background. That dude has a plan.
Always.
Definitely, he's got a plan. What it is, though, I mean, it could be something as simple as
He's got
trying
an
to
army
gain
at his
power.
back. We forget that. The Knights of the
Yeah.
Vale follow him.
They're stout, also. Resolute, even.
Yes.
Yeah,
The Vale of Aaron.
Right.
I mean, at the same time, it could simply be that like he has his plan, things don't go his way, and he turns on Winterfell from within, basically, like almost in a fit of rage in a way.
God, I kind of want Littlefinger to win the Game of Thrones.
I don't.
I kind of do.
I mean, that would be just
It's the
essentially
Cinderella story.
evil winning.
That's a 16 seed winning, folks.
More of a
If the
9.
16 seed
I mean, he
started
can
the
16 seed
tournament,
would be Pod.
I mean, came from the same level as Pod. He's just smarter than Pod. Like
just
he
thinking
was.
about Pod winning a play-in.
He
game.
was. He had no noble family or
Hot
anything.
pie.
Okay, that
That's a
that's
16.
more. That's okay. 15. Fine. It's a 15.
That guy's really selling Game of Thrones pastries, by the
I
way.
love
Did you
it.
see that?
Yeah, it's great. He opened his own bakery.
That's great. What's it called?
I can't remember.
Shit.
Oh yeah, it's something clever.
It is clever. I'm on it.
Yeah, obviously clever enough for us to remember.
Good branding.
Yeah. So let's talk about the cave.
Yeah.
The Cave of Mysteries.
With John doing all his little drawings to help convince Daenerys that.
Yeah, so he brings Daenerys under the mountain that Dragonstone sits on, and we see this huge cavern filled with dragonglass, all that he'll ever need, which is super cool. It was really cool to see that. And then he goes farther in, and we find that there's cave paintings in there from like the beginning of time.
Time out.
Okay.
It's called You Know Nothing, John Doe.
That's right.
Well done, Hot Pie.
It's enough to give you
well fucking done.
a chuckle and then forget about the name immediately.
I kinda
Okay, I'm
wanna
sorry.
see a buddy comedy between him and Ricky Baker.
Ricky Baker. So, anyways, yeah. So we've got cave paintings from the Children of the First Men, or excuse me, Children of the Forest, along with the First Men,
right?
fighting against the White Walkers. At least in cave painting form.
Mm-hmm.
This is significant. I think it kind of.
It's the battle that's been waging forever.
Yeah, it's a
Like-
preview of what's to come. I think it really could help convince Dany, who says that she will help, but Jon still has to bend the knee.
God, she's not going to give that shit up, is she?
I don't blame her.
I kind of do.
I wouldn't if I were her.
I mean, once you bend one knee, what's to prevent you from bending the other and just going to town?
I mean,
Life lessons, folks. Life
she's his
lessons.
aunt.
Oh, the Targaryens don't care about
Not like
I
that
know they
matters in
don't.
this show.
I
People
get
are
that the
people are
Targaryens don't.
fucking everything. It doesn't matter.
So
Everything's getting fucked.
Yeah.
then we get
That's
awesome.
the-
We get an awesome little scene of Arya. A lot of Winterfell stuff here. Back to Arya,
I
and
loved
then
it.
she decides to train with Brienne.
A little sparring match.
After we see Brienne just kicking Pod's ass for the 4th year in a row, he's got no better. But God, he's great. I mean, his talents lie elsewhere with copious amounts of details and all that. But so he can't fight. Brienne can fight. We know that. She's actually
Legendary, actually.
Yeah. And Arya kind of, when she's not going full strength, Arya's kicking her ass, and then she goes full strength, and Arya battles her to a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
and-
God. That
mean,
Arya
it was-
flipping that dagger around was amazing.
Yeah,
The
just
entire
walking
thing.
up to her and handing it over that way. The way she handled it when she pulled it out of the sheath toward the end. I mean, that was clearly just like a game of one-upsmanship or a mind game on her part too.
Thrones.
And two totally different styles of combat. One, like the person, the water dancer or
Water
whatever.
dancer, yeah.
Very lithe, moving around, a lot of movement, and Brienne just big because she's been fighting against men, training with men, just
She's
big,
basically a barbarian.
huge swings of a sword. Still very well trained, but it's just two totally different styles.
Yeah,
of
it's like a
fighting.
knight versus a samurai, like in For Honor, for the 7 of you that play that game.
Is Gwendolyn Christie 9 feet tall?
She's a big lady.
I mean, I've seen her being interviewed, and she's gigantic. But
I'm
I
on
actually
it.
thought this was season 1 Arya, when it was the two of them talking to each other. I was like, holy
She
God,
was tiny.
Arya hasn't grown much to begin
No,
with.
Arya's a tiny little girl anyways.
But Jesus,
Macy
though.
Williams, I guess.
Yeah,
No,
I thought there was green screen effects going on. How tall?
6'3".
Really?
Yeah.
Everybody-
Most actors in Hollywood
Are
are very
tiny.
small.
But again, I saw
Tom
her,
Cruise is literally -3.5 feet tall.
Again, I saw her being interviewed the other day by somebody from IGN standing next to her, and it was literally like half body height. Like that woman had to be 3 feet tall if she's 6'3". It's
Most
insane.
people aren't taller than 6 feet, Josh.
I'm not.
I know.
Shut up.
I am
Well, me too.
in 6th grade.
Oh, Trey, half an inch shorter than 6 feet. So
Nice.
he's a tall boy.
Yeah, he is.
That's my son.
Not our Trey.
No.
Archray forgot
grows
how to,
outwards.
like hang
Yeah,
out with
he's
people.
he's 6 foot tall when he lays down.
It's fatty liver. You really can't count the fatty liver.
Right,
though.
right.
All right, so this is all great. This is a great episode.
It's all
up till
fine
then.
and well to begin with.
And then the battle of the grain train or money train, whatever happened.
Oh, what did they call that?
Whatever.
I think it was the loot train. Actually,
I think you're right.
God. Out of nowhere.
I mean,
like,
it
as soon
was-
as it cut to them, I was like, because we find out that Daenerys has left, like in a quick little thing
oh, we did
at
get.
the end.
We got Theon and John coming back together.
Yeah,
as well.
it's
Okay,
whatever.
fine. Fuckery.
He's alive. Yeah, we find out that Daenerys isn't there because of Theon. That's the most different thing. And then it cuts, and you see the train coming by, and I'm like, she's going after it.
Yeah, Bronn's like, what's that? And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, we were all just like, no.
I was listening. I was like,
Yeah.
it sounds like thunder. I was like, horses. I was like, the Dothraki are free. I was
Yeah.
like, they've been let loose for the first time in a long time.
A very long time.
And I was like, God, if they brought the dragons and then not dragons, just Drogon with Daenerys riding, it's enough.
Yeah.
My God, the
Just the-
cinematography there was better than
It's
just about
also the
anything.
best special effects on TV ever.
yeah,
God,
no,
yeah.
I mean,
Ever.
it's ridiculous. The scale in which that was filmed, the effects on Drogon, that fire, like the disintegrating bodies, like it was.
It's the best
Ash
TV
Blood
fire
It was
ever.
literally.
Yeah, oh, by a mile.
I mean, it was just Hard Home meets Battle of the Bastards, but instead of ice, it's fire.
God,
Like
that thing. There was
bodies
this one shot
disintegrating and
when
shit.
Evan yelled.
It's when I
it
looked
was
away
when
for
he
a
was-
split second and I
It
missed
cut to a side shot instead of seeing the
Oh,
dragon
And
coming
he was,
dead on.
yeah,
it,
he
it
was
just
kind of hovering and just this huge, long fire money shot to
Yeah,
the
'cause
just
when
the faces of all those
when
guys.
she was like, she just said Dracarys, so I was like, "Here we fucking go!" And like, she just started waiting. And you had pointed out, and I was like, "I noticed
They're
that
in a
too."
row.
I was like, "They have just fucking lined up for that dragon run."
That is not the strategy from here on out.
No.
I would suggest for the
Man,
Lannisters.
Somebody's going to learn to serpentine in this goddamn Westeros.
Because Bronn's sitting there saying he's like, "They're gonna fucking overrun us," when it's just the Dothraki, and Jaime's like,
Yeah.
"Hold the, we've got this, hold the line," and Jaime's being Jaime,
Yeah.
which is a badass dude. And Bronn's just smart. He's like, "No, we fucking can't hold this." And then their eyes, they just go.
The looks on their faces
They're like,
when they hear
they've never seen a dragon before, and here comes a big motherfucker.
it. Yeah.
And I mean, that's not to discredit the Dothraki either. There's that one
Yeah,
god
who
Dothraki
kick
who
ass.
decided to jump off his horse over the line and then impale like 15
Dude,
people
that was
before
such a cool
dying.
thing. Like right after that, they
All
all
did
like
it, and they were
hunched
just-
up on their horses.
They were
Fire
shooting
arrow.
arrows off of them. It was-
Josh is like this is a group of Cirque du Soleil that is.
telling you, man, they've been working out.
It was incredible. And then something that we saw from Benioff and Wise afterwards, if you watch the post show, they made a really good point in the fact that's the first time we saw the two sides of a major battle they've shown with major characters on them. We've seen them like with Stannis and before, but that's not a major character.
Yeah.
This is Dany and Jaime.
I mean, I agree with that point for the most part, but I would argue Battle of the Bastards was.
I mean, again,
for 5 seasons or whatever, that was a pretty major character.
yeah, I mean, he was A-. I give you that, but he's still not one of the major players of
I get
this.
he's not a Stark, he's not a Lannister. I get that, but still, like,
He was an evil dude.
And I mean,
Ramsay-
even when Jamie was captured by Rob in the beginning, you didn't see
It
that
wasn't a
fight.
battle.
Yeah,
no,
this
he
first
was
time
just
we see it.
captured.
So they made a good point of like we care about these characters. Jamie has a lot of redeeming qualities by the fact that he's a Lannister.
Yeah.
Plus,
Oh,
he
it
finds
was-
product in the middle of Westeros, which is nice. I mean, that hair is,
It is
well
coiffed.
coiffed.
But no, yeah, I would
said
definitely
quaffed?
agree
I
with the
did.
point
Okay.
that it's the first time there was a fight that you didn't want.
Yeah, you
either
wanted
side
no
to
one
lose.
to die.
You didn't want Jaime to die. You didn't want Bronn to die. And thank God
And we
for
thought
the second one.
And we thought
neither of them
everybody
did.
was going to die at some point in this. As Dragonfire rains down, they all scatter, especially Bronn. Bronn's down. He has to leave his bag of gold.
An epic run after his horse gets fucking
Yeah, he goes on a
dismembered.
mad run like, oh my
And-
god.
Yeah, and the dual wielding crazy Dothraki.
Yeah, that is just
He
on
didn't
his
make it.
ass. Yeah, and then he chases him to this covered tent, and it falls apart. Turns out that's where they're keeping the huge-ass dragon-killing bow from The Hobbit, evidently.
It turns out it's Bronn the Bowman.
Yeah. And,
Nice.
And he impales that dude.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna be.
And it's great.
Episode
And
5.
now we're like, so we see
not gonna be in
we
Rush
see
Hour
Dany
2.
starting another run, and Bronn's up there, down there, and I'm like, we're like, one's about to die.
Yeah.
And Bronn's a likable dude, but I mean, you're like, Dany can't die.
Yeah.
I thought for
So
a
we're
minute
all
they
like,
might
who's
actually
gonna?
do it.
Well, we're like, is he gonna? And it went about how I thought it would. He maims Drogon, hits him in the wing, and Dany's like free falling, but then he pulls out of it, and he's like, son of a bitch, that hurt, but motherfucker.
Yeah. This
and
thing
then
is not gonna
Bronn's
live.
like, oh no, as he jumps out of the way as Drogon just turns the covered wagon with the bolt in it to cinder.
And then he slams it with his tail too, just for
Yeah,
extra
he's like,
effect.
son
But
of
it
a
turns
bitch.
out the thing that's way more intimidating than Drogon in the air is Drogon on the ground, pissed off.
Yeah, he's like, all right.
It was intimidating as
Yeah, he is
fuck.
like, I am fucking mad.
Yeah, it's a lot from the oh shit, what was the name of the masked group of people in
Sons of the Harpy?
Sons of the Harpy? Yeah, it was way more intense than
Oh,
him
then when they
landing
did-
and then
He's
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
bigger
that-
now.
the arena.
Yeah, and plus he's out of his like teenage angsty kind of defiance to his mom.
He's a bitter old man now.
Yeah.
He's ready to fight. But so that all leads to, Dany's on the ground trying to pull out the spear out of Drogon. He's in a bad mood, pissed off, but he's okay.
Yeah.
And Jaime is sitting
Sees
there.
his chance.
Yeah, Jaime's like, wait, they're beaten badly at this point. And he's like, I'm going to take out Daenerys because Jaime's a badass.
And
you-
Tyrion's
the
up
best
there
part
being
is that
the-
Tyrion is just watching on.
He's
like,
being the voice of the audience right
He's
there
like,
too. He's
"You
like,
fucking
idiot.
idiot."
Yep.
He's like, don't, because he loves his brother. He always has, Jaime let him go. He's the only reason that he escaped after he killed their father. And he's like, you fucking moron. And
Yeah.
because he thinks Dany's vulnerable, and then all of a sudden, zoom. You just
That
see,
was terrifying.
you see Drogon's face just kind of go, nope.
Yep.
Like, if he could speak,
It
that's
was like,
exactly, he just going, nope.
You remember the gift from Encino Man, right?
Yeah.
Where Sean Astin is waving at the girl, and then the guy just comes in.
Yeah, it
That's
was
very
that
close.
with a dragon.
Yeah.
And he just, and I was like, Jaime's dead. And then Bronn out of nowhere, still alive,
Yep.
does
Just
a
a
flying
flying
tackle. But is Jaime gonna die there? I don't
Under
think
the-
so. But
no,
he's going really far underwater at that
Yeah,
point.
he's just down enough to where because the entire rest of that army is going to be decimated, and him and Bronn and maybe Billy Bones and his dad.
Oh, his dad's
Man.
dead, isn't he?
I don't know if that was him. It was.
It looked like him.
There was a lot of fire on that dude. Hopefully Randall Tarley is dead though, because he is a bitch.
Yeah, I don't know. I want
Randall
him
Tarley's
to
a
be.
bitch.
Yeah, he is. I just wanted him to die more fiercely.
You
I
know who's
guess.
also a bitch? Billy Bones. Watch Black Sails.
I don't remember. Okay.
Black
is that
Sails
why?
is fucking awesome, and fuck you, Billy Bones.
He's got the longest, biggest arms I've ever seen.
Yeah, I
ever.
like that guy. That actor's good though. He's kind of just been this random character that has been more prominent this season, but whatever.
And he talks like this.
Yes, he does. That son of a bitch. Anyways, so he's alive. We know that. Well, last we saw,
we-
he was
yeah.
alive. He may be burned. God, the ash bodies. It looked like Pompeii that hadn't hardened over yet. Like the bodies had been burned away. They were made of ash, and then the horse is stomping
just-
on them.
Oh my god, you missed that one scene, man,
I
and
did.
it was
It
incredible.
was so cool. Then we had a scene later where we had a couple of bodies, and the wind started blowing, and they just went.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
man, it's so
It
good.
was
It
ridiculous.
was so well shot.
I can't wait to watch this again.
No,
It's
yeah,
really,
I will watch
really
this
good.
tonight. So don't get on my account. Trey. It's fair.
So
yeah.
for no fucking reason.
So
over here.
that was just an incredible episode. Next week, So much more to come. We've only got 3 left for this season.
That's incredible.
It's
insane.
depressing, but at the same time, like, this has been the hardest, like, week by week wait of the show so far for me.
I need to get my chili ready.
Yeah, you do. Like, start basting now. It's a tradition. Basting.
That's how chili works.
You don't baste? All right. Comment down below. Tell me how you made chili. No baste?
Based, no based.
Also, comment down below. What did you think about this episode? Was that the coolest battle we've seen? I don't know. Was it better than Battle of the Bastards?
I think it was.
It's close.
Was
I
it better
didn't
than
feel-
Hard Home's still my favorite action sequence in the show, I think.
I
But
didn't-
that was... I'm going to have to watch it again to
God.
see. It was close.
The cinematography, I didn't feel as, like, claustrophobic in this, or I didn't feel uncomfortable the way that Battle of the Bastards made me feel.
Yeah, but there were some seriously terrifying moments in this. Like,
it
from
was
the
amazing.
aspect of the Lannister army, the way that it was shot, I was just like, oh, shit.
You're dying.
It's one of
Yeah.
the 4 greatest shot sequences in television history, and those all happen to be here on this
Game
show.
of Thrones.
Number 5 would be the shootout in the series premiere of Westworld as well. Like so.
Oh,
they're
and
all
that
HBO.
the Kenny Rogers Roasters
That is
episode
true.
in
That's
Seinfeld.
That's number 6.
Yeah, it's fair.
Um,
Goes without saying. Sneaky 6.
like, I still might give the edge to either Hard Home because that showdown between Jon and the Night's King was amazing. Seeing the Valyrian steel actually work.
God, there's just so
it was
much.
so fucking epic.
This is certainly in the conversation to be best, though.
Yeah,
Correct.
Wasn't there that huge tracking shot in the fight at the wall too?
The
It
fight
was
at the
like
wall had the tracking
entire-
shot, and also
yeah.
the recital of the Night's Watch's oath as they held the tunnel against the giant.
with
one of the-
1-1 coming.
It's one of the greatest scenes I've ever seen.
And Ghost. We don't get enough Ghost in our
That's
lives.
true.
That's very, very fair. All right, yeah. So
Arya
comment down
can come
below.
back still.
I want to know what you guys think. Is this season what you thought it'd be? Is it better? Because it's better. If you disagree, I want to know why, and I want to be able to tell you that you're wrong. But yeah, comment down below. Make sure to like this video. Tell your friends. There's a share button. We like
Subscribe.
that button. And most importantly, we want you to subscribe. We like the subscriptions. But yeah, tell your friends. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. Make
Let
sure
us
to tell
know.
your friends because we will have this every single week. As long as Game of Thrones is going. We'll be doing this when Westworld comes along too.
Damn right.
We like HBO.
And Trey probably still won't be here
It's fair.
because he's got a sleepover with his subordinates.
It's fair. We'd have Brady on, but Brady doesn't watch with us anymore either.
Nope, not anymore.
Take that. But yeah. All right. So we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Peace.